The divine arts have been leaked in Blox Fruits again. I found out this morning through NU that Rip Indra leaked divine arts at the end of Uzoth's video. Like, what? It's also literally after everything just for us to see Rip Indra drop a T pose for like 2 seconds in a video. Before we go any further, instead of taking more of your money like this game seems to be doing, I'm gonna give you some of my money. Press like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll give a random person a permanent devil fruit of their choice. So let's get started with the end of this video. And you know what? I talked trash, so if I get copyrighted for this, that's on me. So in the last few seconds, we get to see One Wing Angel, Seth the Roth Indra, doing a massive T-pose with some disappointing graphics around it. I know that looks familiar to you guys, and yes, 2 years ago, they did leak the divine arts, and I want you to understand it definitely takes 2 years to recolor these blue chains gold. It's a big job, all right? They gotta go in, they gotta change every pixel. The chains are moving while they're changing the color, bro, so you gotta be really, really fast to change the blue into yellow before it goes up into the clouds. It's a big job. No, but for real. It does look good. I don't know about the T-pose, but it does look cool. Let's have a look at some of these leaks. Fairly certain if we look up the divine arts, that's NU's video that he just uploaded. How to get secret divine art fighting style 4 months ago? I don't think it was in the game 4 months ago, brother. This is the biggest issue with Blox Fruits right now, man. It is all the most garbage clickbait you could ever think of. Let's check this one out because this one's, I don't know what that animal is, but it looks great. So the M1 click, we've seen this for the last 2 years. The chains come out, they slam the ground. This one's like an after image angel effect, the Z skill. And then it has like some targeted explosion. The X is very similar to God Human, except it attacks inwards rather than outwards. And then the V skill is where the chains are meant to be, and it doesn't really show us anything else. That was leaked 2 years ago. People have been clickbaiting this for 2 years. This one looks like an actual showcase. Here we go. I like the showcase. Oh, this is not OG. The king of clickbait, bro. All right, that looks cool. Wait, let's go back here. Hang on. So the first attack is some sort of like angel charge that shoots out. It looks like it stuns. It's a bullet. That's a ranged attack that attacks downwards. Also looks like it has some sort of chain. Oh, there's the wing. What? So that looks so close to the full moveset. Maybe not OG might not be the king of clickbait. He might be the king of leaks. This is cool as. So it looks like there's some sort of like moving animation, and it looks like you're going to slam something into the ground. But I've seen that before. I've seen that animation almost like it's taken from somewhere and fake. What is that? I know exactly what that animation is from. It's a slowed down, repurposed animation. If I take my God Human right now and I attack, and the movements that I do, okay, I think it's those movements, but it's been slightly repurposed. Like, all they've done is realign it. So what you would do is you've obviously got the particle emitter. That's not hard to do. And then, yeah, I think that's the God Human movements right at the start. And they're just also moving the body of the character upwards slowly. It's just remade. And then there's a slight animation playing in there. So this looks like it's leaked, but this could also be cap. I have no idea. It does actually look really, really good. So I hope that that's real. So in the Blox Fruits bulletin, we also had King_YouTuber. That is a powerful name, bro. Is the divine art going to be released soon? And I think I've found some information that nobody else has. So divine art was originally planned to be something bigger, but we had to backlog it to avoid delaying the Dragon update any further. One of its abilities also ran into a major Roblox engine bug that's out of our control. So there's no plans to release it anytime soon. I think I might have some insight into this. I might know what this is, and nobody else has. I haven't seen anybody, because everybody's too focused on making the pretend fake little yellow stupid things. I think I've figured it out. 2 years ago, this was leaked, okay? So they've been working on it for a while. And then in March of 2025, so a couple of months ago, they finally ran into the bug that got in their way. So This is, oh, hang on. I hover over this. March 24th, 2025. Rip Indra ran into an issue and he posted on the developer forums, or the new creator hub. This is literally inside engine bugs. So they said a Roblox engine bug. They couldn't do anything about it. And so what happens is they're trying to track the cursor so they can have a custom cursor appear during a certain ability or something. But whenever you turn the screen at the same time that you're trying to track the cursor, they lose track of it, which is cool. Well, actually, it's terrible because this is a bug. They're trying to add a custom cursor to one of these abilities for some reason. I don't know what that reason is, but for those of you who don't know, the cursor that you get when wielding a gun, this is like I guess a default cursor. It has to be because they're trying to get a custom cursor to work and it's not working for some reason. So does that mean that Divine Arts is being delayed because when you attack, or say when you use your third ability, they want the cursor to not look like this little finger right here? They want it to look like something else? Is that it? Is that why it's being delayed? Is this whole thing delayed because they want the cursor to look slightly different? Because it would be okay to not do that, Blox Fruits. I'm giving you permission. On behalf of the community, I'm giving you permission. Nobody cares about a custom cursor. You can release it without fixing that. I really hope that that's not it, man. And also, if you are wondering about Rip Indra's activity on this website, if we go into his recent activity, he hasn't posted since 2022 for website bugs, and then all of a sudden, this comes along. So he's not exactly active on the website. So if we go back to this, again, I'm being bitter, I'm being petty, but the reality is that in the past, things have worked really good when I got to release the God Human, Kit got to release the Scrolls. They might have actually left NU out of ever doing anything special and skipped straight to their promo boy, Uzoth, who is a great guy, don't get me wrong, but he gets views. He doesn't need this at the end of his video to like add literally nothing to it, other than the fact that this looks exactly like what Not OG has, which is insane to me. And these are recolored chains from the Portal Fruit. So, I don't know, it looks cool. I almost want to say that Divine Arts might be kind of mid. It might not be worth the wait, man. Comment down below, what do you guys think? Because I'm a little bit worried that they are running into some very teeny tiny issues and that this might not be worth the wait. I hope that there's a whole quest line that goes on with this and it's like the hardest thing to get, just like Sanguine Art. Because if not, I'm gonna be sad.